check. Check, check. Check, check, check.
Furbo snapped a pic of me on the street without my consent just now.
Fame isn't exactly good news for the nameless.
Even the resellers have received their shipments, and mine's still nowhere to be found.
Unlimited free drinks for 100 credits.
We're almost at Dovebrook District.
It's just for 5 system hours.
Welcome.
I never managed to beat the queue and eat at this store when I was alive.
Quite a bustling district. Is this really where Himiko lived back then?
It's been 15 years since I've been back. I wonder what's become of these houses now. If they're being rent... Perhaps they've become like the Graphia family. Nothing but Let's go. Stay safe on the road. This place seems to have changed a lot.
Holy for bully! Great Raccoon, you really came! Rest assured, I haven't forgotten a single thing.
This Furbo was actually waiting outside the magazine's office just to make amends?
And you?
Would you mind coming into our magazine office to talk? Let's...
It looks like the magazine publisher has taken over this and... Strictly speaking, the entire street where this building stands belongs to my family's estate. It's said that, in their heyday, the Graphia family owned property all across Plain Arcadia. But by my generation, when my journey reaches its end, will anyone in this world be able to inherit anything from me? Sorry. I made things, Come. Let's go inside the magazine office and see what this little Furbo is up.
Hey there, Paraprince! I brought quite an impressive crowd. Beep beep. Debt collector signal detected. I'm out of here. Don't run! It's the Great Raccoon from the Astral Express! Furbos and raccoons. We're all...
Beep boop. Family or not, you're all just here to collect debt.
Great Raccoon, that jerk of a company president ditched everyone to dodge the debts. We brothers haven't gotten paid in months, as you can see from our sorry state. Even if you sold us all for Furbo, I've got a plan. We can work together for some mutual raccoon Furbo benefits. After all, for Bobo right now, the hottest news in all of Blink. Once you become the company president, Great Raccoon, for Bobo Weekly can go full throttle for you, becoming the Express's exclusive media outlet, churning out a string of hot. In no time, for Bobo Weekly will be the #1 gossip magazine. We won't have to worry about our salaries, and Great Raccoon won't have. No way! No way! As your devoted fans, me and my bros sincerely want to compensate you
A magazine publisher? Now that is interesting. These Furbos may be crafty and full of tricks, but they can definitely help us out. A media outlet working for you, and a network of informants who can run around everywhere? Having a logistics team like that during the Phantasmoon games would come with many... And best of all?
Being a company president is actually super.
That's all it takes? Oh,
Great Raccoon is our new company president! Ha! Whatever mission you assign, we brothers will. Boss, you don't like for Bobo gossip? Ghost Ship Grove? Are you sure? Boss, you don't like for Bobo gossip? Chatting about the Phantasmoon game? Are you sure? Boss, you don't like for Are you sure? In return, make sure you... Oh, and that journalist Furbo who wrote that slander about you? HR will fire him. We don't need an employee around here who's got beef with the I heard a supplicant has appeared at Graphia Academy. Should we have him take some pictures? No problem. I'll arrange it right away. This Furbo will...
Looks like you're already getting into the groove. We're pretty much done here. And Dan Heng and Sunday should be arriving soon as well.
Miss Himiko, we're here.
Slower than expected, huh? Looks like you had quite a harvest.
That's, difficult to say.
Ah, Miss Himiko. And Benefactor is here too. It's been a while.
Miss Tingyun, are you representing the Xianzhou on this diplomatic mission?
This is a matter of great importance. A humble girl like me doesn't have that kind of standing. I'm just tagging along with General Yao Guang of the Yuchui to help out with odd jobs.
The seer strategist. What happened on this journey?
Sorry, there was a bit of a hiccup. I accidentally put on a mask of elation. Now I'm a supplicant in the Phantasm.
Well, that's quite...
I know the Express has been seeking to join the Phantasmoon Games, and I've been quite curious about that. Sorry. Did I make things more...
No need to apologize, Sunday. You are a companion of the Trailblaze. No nameless would ever stop a companion from finding their own path.
Many thanks.
But... wait. Did you just say accidentally?
It's a long story. I'm afraid we'll have to wait for General Yao Guang to explain it herself.
She was with us just now, but somehow disappeared without a trace.
Madame Yao is always like this. She probably disappeared suddenly to deal with something.
This seer strategist is just as elusive as the rumors say. Should we...
No need. I wouldn't dare impose. The tides of fate shifted. I had to delay my steps to arrive at the proper time. I asked, oh my. Counting me, we make exactly 6. Let me do some calculations. Your fortune in the coming days looks grim. You'd better watch out. Wheel. Makes sense. You got what you wanted today. The fates spell danger. This matter is most likely connected to that blade. Ah, the little fox's misfortune has overflowed into good luck. She's blessed with constant good fortune. That's weird. I can't see yours. So, you're that trailblazer Fushuan mentioned.
Your reputation precedes you, seer strategist. I'm Himiko, navigator of the Astral Express. Whatever's on your mind, you can...
My sincerest apologies. When a diviner encounters someone whose fate is unfathomable, we can't help but feel 3 parts excited, 3 parts flustered, 3 parts curious.
What do you mean by unfathomable?
My eye of Ishvara can scan the aura of fortune surrounding each of you, manifesting as weal or woe signs above your foreheads. I'd like to divine your fortunes as a... However, this person really surprised me. I can't see anything from her. Are you really free to try any choice? To do anything you want? Does an Ishvara like you actually... You mean, you've witnessed the existence of Terminus? But that doesn't mean your life has entered the finality, does it?
What do you think this means, General?
As an Ishvara, their mere presence in the playfield creates a variable in the game. It's both a blessing and, as I said before, the weal and woe of us 6 align with the 6 lines of divination. If she represents woe, then the hexagram falls to water, where dangers lurk above. If she brings weal, then the hexagram shifts between wind and water, presenting a great opportunity to strike.
So, the fate of our journey in plain Arcadia rests on her decision.
It's not as mystical as it sounds. While an Ishvara has far greater freedom of choice than ordinary people, They're still caught in the currents of fate. I just want to remind you to choose one.
Back to business. I take it you're not just here to read our fortunes?
I am here to greet everyone, to apologize to the Express Navigator for my previous indiscretions, and...
Miss Himeko, now you understand how I ended up where...
I get it. She says she wants to borrow you for an operation. I want to hear your thoughts. If you're not comfortable
Oh, you two. No need for whispers. I can hear you loud and...
How did you... Well, since the General heard us, would you mind telling us your...
I'm collecting variables. During this journey, I'll be acting as unpredictably and irrationally... Don't be surprised. Some Arbiter Generals excel in battle with their wit and valor. Others master the art of forging weapons. And some guard the netherworld with their lives. I, however, fight for the Alliance by calculating and manipulating fate itself. I'm here to discuss matters regarding the Anti-Destruction Alliance. And then I'll head to Astropolis for the vote. But according to the divination, this Arcadian world faces an extraordinary danger.
Are you saying we'll all perish along with plain Arcadia?
Intel indicates that a serious Xianzhou criminal is attempting to join the Phantom Moon Games. This individual has been infected by the flesh of Shuhu, the emanator of the abundance. According to my interpretation, his long-suppressed violent nature will eventually become uncontrollable.
There's no way he could do that.
That's the divination's answer. Rather than asking whether he could, we should ask, how would he do it? My divination shows dragons clash in the wilderness, their ichor dark and yellow. While the term dragon clash could simply mean fierce battle, could it be foreshadowing a great calamity from your conflict? Perhaps this prophecy has other interpretations. But with my limited intel right now, I have to prioritize Blade. This most...
I've heard that different interpretations of prophecies can lead to completely opposite outcomes. Until things become clearer.
Let's put that aside for now. In any case, I've brought along a creation forged by Blade himself. If things get out of hand, it might temporarily restore his sanity, giving us a brief
What is it?
I'm sorry, but fate has to put everyone on the Express at ease. I solemnly swear that Mr. Sunday won't be obligated to do anything for the Xianzhou. On the contrary, our delegation will give him every ounce of aid within our power.
What did you say, General?
Aid within our power? She's...
Whoa, that was quick. Madame Yao must be really busy.
Has she vanished into thin air?
Yes. I don't know the details myself. With Madame Yao, it often happens, and no one knows when she'll return.
No worries. At least we know what the Xianzhou is up to. Right now, 2 companions from the Express are still trapped somewhere. She and I must head to the tavern to uncover...
If Miss Himeko needs my help, please...
Are March and Mr. Yang in trouble?
No, you and Sunday will act together with the Seer strategist. We're not at the point where we need to call in reinforcements. The situation with Blade is unusual. That Seer strategist's concerns aren't just based... I don't want to see the Phantom Moon Games bring catastrophe to my homeland. So this is also my request. To put it in the General's words, please do your best to introduce new variables.
Greetings, Benefactor. It's been many days since we met in Penacony. Thank you for your concern. I'm doing well. Though my skills are meager, Madame Yao praised my resolve to kill my enemies, saying that was just the variable she sought. That's why she assigned me to temporarily serve under her command. What fortune! I wished I could travel with you longer back in Penacony, Benefactor. After all, I've yet to reclaim the opportunities Fantilia stole. Don't go back on your word, benefactor. We can find a local bar and share a drink. Madame Yao instructed me to meet her at our agreed spot if she disappears.
I understand Miss Himiko's intentions. I'll leave March and Mr. Yang in your care. Whatever happens, keep me posted on how things go.
Mask of elation. Can reflect... sure. In Penacony's decorative arts, ravens often symbolize the hidden desires and whispers of humans. There's no rule saying that supplicants of the Phantasmoon Games have to fight each other, right? On the contrary, for the elation, shouldn't laughter be a resonance that comes from within each other's hearts? After putting it on, I seem to hear curious voices. The mask whispers to me, urging me to show my elation to the god, to create miracles that will make the people of the Arcadia laugh with joy. That's a good one. When that general, Yao Guang, shows up again, I should discuss our collaboration plans with her. Good.
The IPC, Masked Fools, a Cienjo General, the Stellaron Hunters. Some came for the Alliance. Some for the Eon's game. But at least we got some good news. Sunday has joined the Phantasmoon Games. Let's rendezvous with Sparkle at the tavern. We must uncover why Sparxie entered the Phantasmoon Games, and what sort of Sparxicon she's got planned for Graphia. When I was little, I heard a few urban legends. They say the entrance to the tavern exists behind every single door in this land. This time, we already have the Fool's invitation in hand. As for the key to open the door, there's a silly rhyme on the back of the business card. So, about the Fool's riddle,
Whether they look up or down, the moon that humanity gazes upon in the sky is up.
Looking up makes sense, but looking down? How exactly do you gaze at the... Oh, it seems fate ties you to the tavern. I get it now. The answer is... Many generations ago, the Dove Brook was already a river flowing with countless legends. Legend has it that the master painter Graphia once drew water from the Dove Brook to wash her paintbrushes. Looking at Dove Brook's scenery, memories from my student days, they're not exactly interesting memories. Back then, Dove Brook District was teeming with gangs. There were hooligans running around. I was taller than my peers, and happened to be training in martial arts. To stand up for my juniors, the people who fell into the Dove Brook River would cover the surface like... Sometimes the thugs fell in. Other times, I took the plunge Back then, I was a bundle of restless energy. The teachers always said I was like a wind-up toy that never stopped banging its drum. In the blink of an eye, 15 years have passed. Hard to believe someone as reckless and willful as me became... Now's not the time to wax sentimental. We've reached the banks of the...
toys on the street.
According to the business card, the tavern is near the Sinwish Syndicate headquarters. Let's check the other side of the river.
Hey, folks! Have y'all heard the joke about... Yeah, one day, a criminal escaped from prison. He ran for his life, but just when freedom seemed within reach, the Doug Brook blocked his path. With his pursuers closing in, the man prayed to the river. I am hammered by the law. A voice from the Doug Brook replied, "There's a pedestal of light upon the water. Step on it and you can cross." The criminal wept. What pedestal of light? It's only the moon mirrored on the water, and it... he could get... the Doug Brook said, "You're not hammered at all. Otherwise..." It's fine. You don't have to buy me a drink, and...
That joke sounds like a hint. Could he be a fool from the tavern? Maybe if we find the fragile moon he mentioned.
The moon's reflection. So fragile it shatters at a touch.
Sparkle's riddle says this. Whether looking up or down, they all see the same. We've gazed at the sky already. From this angle, the moon's reflection is right here. It does. If what the card says is true, and the fool's riddle is the key to entering the... Come on, let's take a closer look at this. Keep going. Chase that moon's reflection. Looks like the fools are to shatter the moonlock, and we're one step closer to the tavern. Let's try again. Something's back there. Is that a key? The moon is about to break. Let's try again. The key has dissolved into the water. The water's surface is about to change. Look, the tavern's shadow has appeared.
eyes on the streets.
If we follow this path ahead, we should reach the tower.
Watch out! I almost forgot. You're a full-fledged trailblazer now.
Welcome.
So this is the World's End Tavern.
No. Allow me to correct you. If you think this is all there is to the tavern, you're sorely mistaken. Like a single grape on a great bunch. This is just the part where the
Sorry, but this looks like a
The so-called plain Arcadia isn't really an Arcadia either, but who's complaining? If you're looking for something that's true to its name, take a ride on the Astral Express. Funny thing is, it's literally a train. You know, can't find a single trace of astronaut. Wait, you two are navigator of the Astral Express and the raccoon on board, right? Friends, a big shot is here, a real knee slapper in.
Really? From the Express?
Enthusiast, are you?
Express folks come to the tavern too?
Do they even have the sense?
Oh,
Can I get your autograph?
I'll never wash it.
everyone, curb your curiosity. These two are my guests. Even the most mischievous among you should know when to stop and mind your manners.
Well, if it isn't little Sparkle. We've all heard your joke. Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left but a
Oh my! Wouldn't a masked fool be better off without the fool? An empty mask sounds even better, no?
Best wel even.
Don't take an idiot's words too seriously. Unless you want to join them. Alright. Now I can finally entertain my guests without interruptions. You two, this way. Let's talk about the imposter.
The man's wary gaze sighs your curious gaze circle.
What's that?
Kid, I believe you're confusing.
Sorry, my mistake.
Alright, you two. First round's on me. What?
We're not here to drink. Time's ticking. Did you find anything on Spark?
Don't pull a long face. You'll sour the vintage in the cask. While you were gone, diligent little Sparkle was gathering intel non-stop and didn't waste a single Sparxie. She did come here disguised as me. I called Giovanni. You might not remember him. He's the poor sap who drew the short straw to manage the storage area recently. Old Gio told me that a week ago, among them, was a vial of mimetic virus.
A mimetic virus. No wonder she could take over Graphia Academy and distort March and Weld's cognition, making them believe there's...
Close enough. The so-called Sparxicon is a front for spreading a mimetic...
Knowing that isn't enough. What type of mimetic virus is she spreading? What are the symptoms? We need more on her plans and actions before we can count...
Thought of that already. So I visited a few friends and learned where the imposter's been haunting. To dig up details, we'll have to get hands on.
Lead the way, then.
Let's move. Stay close.
Abandon all despair, ye who enter. If you want, by the way, hate to ask. Now you're not a heart. You got that. If you were a heart, a wave of your hand.
Isn't this the Tavern of the Elation? Don't you welcome the laughter, gracing you with their
You're wrong. It's not that they are unwelcome. See that? The fool.
Ridiculous as it sounds, it's true. After 666 invitations to AHA went unanswered, the younger fools voted to expel the laughter from the path of elation.
Oh, I get it. It's like students expelling a teacher from a class.
All right, Mr. Doorway. I assure you that none of us three is a...
Oh, it's Sparkle. Is it really Sparkle? Listen up, gray-haired lass. If you want me to open, pay the toll, but say no. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna break you open.
Didn't expect you to have the pull to get me into the tavern. As expected of a detective's assistant.
Back when I still had a sense of humor, a fool gave me an invitation. You're really going to see the Stellaron Hunter case through? They can only pay you in dirty.
What else can I do? The boys need the money. Credits aren't black or white, they're ones and zeros.
All right. I reached out to Costide. He said that one of the 3 people who stole the mask looked familiar. Based on his description, I spent ages sketching the suspect's portrait. And I suspect it might be Don Hung.
Costide. We owe him another favor. He'll pay this one back, huh? Speaking of which, Don Hung. That's a Xianzhou name, isn't it? So, which of these 3 is Don Hung? The one with gray hair? The redhead? Or that... No, no, don't tell me yet. I know a bit of the Xianzhou language. The word Don can mean red.
Your deduction skills never fail to impress. Fine, I'll just give you the answer.
TV, newspapers, the internet, it's all fake.
Let's get down to business. I couldn't find any trace of Don Hung's action, so I decided to try a different approach. Keep tabs on the other members of the...
Nice work, Mr. Wren. They're heading deeper into the town.
I see, gray hair. The tavern not inviting you sooner was their loss. Come on in.
Is the drink in these barrels really brewed from jokes?
Yep. You know your stuff, man.
Heard some rumors, that's all.
Is that all? Where's this?
Ta-da! Welcome to the dazzling lights of the Bliss Star, the heart of the tavern, Plain Arcadia's dazzling dance floor. There are some tasteless masked fools who consider this place the secret to keeping... If life's cruel, don't beg for fairness. Dance! Shake away that sadness until it's all well mixed with that huge light orb up there. For a tavern, it's as essential as the phantom moon in the sky. If we get the chance, I can take you inside. Speaking of which, 2 months ago, some idiot, after downing hundreds of drinks, had the bright idea to knock it down with a super overlord. So, we had to reinforce the Bliss Star with a steel frame around it and seal it inside the world. You know how the masked fools are. Spiking drinks with hot sauce and tossing fire. Being a drinksmith is a tough gig. No one volunteers. Since Braji vanished, the fools have been drawing lots to
This fool you're talking about. It wouldn't happen.
If it were, I'd already be tied to that light orb as the... Anyway, the next stop is the Golden Confessional. The eyewitness says Sparxie was...
The Golden Confessional?
A place where you can let go of all your worries. Well, words won't do it justice. Let me show you how to open a path. Play according to the sheet music, and the path will naturally open up.
The steel frame actually opened. The wispy here actually changed color with the lights.
Just another night at the tavern. Fun, right?
So many sinks? Why bring us here?
Witnesses say a week ago, I came to the bar, knocked back a few shots of Bomb's first drop, then headed here. The Golden Confessional is an emergency shelter for fools who've had one drink too many. Here, we shed our excess baggage.
Of course! This is just a place where everyone comes to let off some steam. Well, if it isn't my old friend! Sparkle said you'd be coming to the tavern. Old Sampo and the teensy bit of sorrow. How did Sparkle beat me to inviting my #1 bestie to the tavern for it? You knew? And what made you link me to this place? Oh, that's kinda hard. Hello, Miss Himiko. Long time no see.
Mr. Sampo, hello. What business?
No business. Just here to repair.
Ms. Fool here sent me a message asking for HELP. Someone's been parading around the tavern in...
Well, now, this is some juicy news. Miss Sparkle's usually the one impersonating others, but look how the tables have turned.
Shush, Sampo. I brought you here to repay a favor, not to gossip about me.
Oh, I've suffered the embarrassment of losing my mask myself. Thanks to Miss Sparkle's mercy, I didn't end up stranded, so...
All right, then. Let's
Get to work?
Naturally, we'll fish around in these thrones where humans dump their worries and...
You want us to unclog?
Don't be too shocked, you two. Let me share a little secret about how we masked fools stick. Drink a mood lifter like Bomb's first drop, and all the harmful memoria in your body, you know, the pain, the worries. That's how fools pull pranks and have a blast without a shred of...
So, all that memoria has settled under this bathroom. And
If luck's on our side, maybe we'll even dig up the secret to beating her.
I've got no objection to the task, but doing this barehanded?
Oh, don't worry. When has old Sempo ever come unprepared? Trust me. Emotional impact drill. Oh, sorry. Hey, have you heard of a dowsing rod? Well, forget it. I tuned the drill bit to resonate with Sparkle's temperament. It'll drill out memoria fountains with... But fair warning, use it carefully. It's been a week since Sparxie was here. Well, if you ask me, leave it to...
We don't have time for luck. My radar says that pompous imposter would pick the highest spot to vent. Exactly. The Golden Throne.
Girl, pick a spot to drill and start mining that gold.
Sampo, does this thing even work?
Of course it works. Don't you trust your old pal, Sempo?
Sampo, how did you get up?
Oh, right! Silly me. Through that pipe on the side.
What's this? A plunger?
See? What did I tell you? The imposter's worries have appeared. What a rare sight. Sparxicle used to always connect with everyone online. But now, for the first time, she's meeting her... Sorry, but we're your... Hey, come clean now! What are you planning to do with that mimetic virus you stole? Use Sparxie as a front to turn everyone into mindless zombies? Or how could I ever harm my dearest, most beloved?
You took an entire school of teachers and students hostage and turned them into your puppets to help you enter the Phantasmoon games.
Of course I did. From the very first day I was created, I've been doing exactly what my creator asked of me. Listening to every fan's questions, empathizing with their they feel insecure about being ordinary, cry when ignored by those they like, and strive to stand out because they Sparxie hears every wish. And she and during these Phantasmoon games, I'll grant their wishes through the ceremony. No, I'll give each of them a choice. The choice to become me, because deep down, every one of them longs to become Sparxie. To wear this dazzling mask. You must have heard that saying. In the future, everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame. Now, that moment has come. Sparxie will turn every spectator into...
For reals? She plans to use a mimetic virus to turn every... Oh, the answer was right there in the riddle all along. You know, I gotta say, that's
As expected of my imposter.
Sis, is now the time to be tooting your own horn, just thinking about being turned into a copy of you? I can't even force a smile.
Oh? And who gets to define elation? The laughter, the fools, the IPC. Contrary to popular belief, the masters at the Phantasmoon games were never us, the supplicants. But the spectators were... Sadly, the Inner Astral Peace Network showed people other worlds in the cosmos. Once horizons widen, expectations climb, and everyone fears that they're outdated, uninteresting. So the world's like a derailed train, racing toward thrills and madness. Bingo! You got it. I'm a part of her. Wherever there's a screen, wherever my audience is, my eyes and ears will be... I want to see how far you in this outdated model can go. The harder you struggle, the more spectacular it'll be when I live stream the Astral Express. I'm looking forward to you.
Oh, heads up, everyone! She's getting...
Oh man, the other day I ran into this. I insisted on showing me some gallows humor, jokes we found online, but all he did was show me a video of someone being killed by the antimatter legion, then burst out laughing. Come, let's all enjoy this gallows humor together! Meaning,
As you wish.
you can't run!
May death protect us!
Listen, Sparkle, you only asked me to do your dirty work, but you never said anything about being your thug. You owe me compensation.
Everyone's going to become me soon. Sampo, crawl out of your money pit for a moment, will you?
To think, plain Arcadia's elation would end up back when I still lived in this place. The internet was just for sharing information. Live streaming and virtual idols. We'd never even heard. Coming back now feels like stepping into a foreign land. Like returning home, only to find home.
It's just madness wrapped in a cheerful shell. She's convinced that we'll be powerless to stop her plan, even if we know what it is.
I know. Even I don't want to turn into that phony's lookalike. Though, we're not that different.
Since the fools stash dangerous things like mimetic viruses in the tavern...
Ma'am, you give us fools too much credit. This is the tavern. Not the well-ordered Herta space station, but I do know a place. With some luck, we might find a mimetic virus.
All right. Now that you folks have a lead and no shortage of fighting spirit, the Astral Express always has a way of handling crises, doesn't it? With big shots here, a sidekick like me. Oh, if you run into trouble, you can always ring old Sempo then. Well then, fair.
So, where are we heading next?
Let's check out Fatal Joke.
Fate. Uh-huh.
This place feels more like a maze than a tavern.
Well, it is a space-time maze after all.
Really wish we had one of these light orbs on the express.
Why is there a hospital hidden in...
Well, because those who can become fools are all a bit sick in the head. Not your regular headaches and fevers, but every time someone goes bonkers and stirs up trouble in the tavern, like scattering nosewalker parasite ticks in every corner, for each time the whole place goes topsy-turvy, there's always some fool who, in the spirit of elation, volunteers to treat... Strange. Why isn't there even a fake doctor around? Even if some fool claims to have a legit medical license, you wouldn't dare try...
Attention patients. Please refrain from eating beef hot pot in the hallway. If you wish to dine, please invite the hospital director to join. Would Dr. Hartman from plastic surgery please report to the director's office immediately? This hospital doesn't even have a plastic. Dr. Zhongshan from mental health care, please report to exam room 1.
Is this a theater? Or a...
Alert. Patient detected ahead. Patient detected ahead. Please line up in an orderly fashion.
Patient number 01, Akavilli. Is there a Miss Akavilli diagnosed with Stellaron symptoms per the records? Are you present?
Please. They called you by name, Miss Akavilli. You might as well go take a look.
So funny.
Attention patients, please.
You're finally back, Akuvili. I've reviewed your clinical records. Your Stellaron symptoms are stable. Continued observation will suffice. I'm your presiding physician. Good news for you. You don't need to rush into treatment just yet. Though, I can't say the same for Miss Sparkle over there. Patient number 02. Hello there, Miss Sparkle.
You're one of the few who didn't mistake me for that imposter, Doctor. But just a reminder, yours truly isn't sick.
Oh, everyone who comes here says they're perfectly healthy. I've seen so many patients, and you're among the most severe. I could already make an initial diagnosis at first glance. Your ailment is loss of self. If someone can transform into 10,000 characters, would she still remember her original?
Good question. But if someone could become 10,000 characters, does the original even matter anymore? By the way, Doc, are you familiar with any treatment protocols for
Mimetic viruses. I've heard about it. The city sent over a few cases. The patients had one thing. The medical records are in the room.
Attention all.
Is this Duo Mention City? How is that possible?
The tavern's spatial structure is bizarre to begin with. It's not that strange to see Duo Mention City here.
Dislokasi temporal. Oh, ini.
No way. Are these General Yao Guang's medical record?
The medical records are on the bookshelf. First pile on the left.
Are there already victims in the city?
To eliminate the mimetic virus, helping Patient Zero face reality is a crucial phase of the treatment.
What's happening?
You've never been to Fatal Joke before?
That's not surprising. I don't spend much time at the tavern. And to reiterate, I'm...
I love patients who deny their illness. I'll personally shatter their self-confidence. Miss Sparkle, I'm going to write up a detailed diagnosis report for you. In the meantime, why don't you chat with your fellow patients who share your affliction?
Gray hair, let's go. I don't want to waste any more time with this quack.
Miss Sparkle, please wait in this room until the consultation is complete.
Hey there. Are you also troubled by the same What illness do you have? I once suffered from a disease called fool. A masked fool named Sparkle grew out of me, slowly becoming one with me. She used me to bear all the pain caused by her performances, left me battered and bruised. But I was lucky enough to find this tumor called Sparkle. And I... You're just a tool I discarded. Sparkle, do you still remember me? More people got my name right today than in the past week. I'm so tired. I am your original mask. The Sparkle Roll mask. The archetype of a bright maiden doomed for a short life. The Avenger who perishes with her nemesis. You used me to win fame, applause, and countless eager gazes. Please, wear me once. The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one. Do yourself a favor and stay.
The diagnosis results are in, Miss Sparkle. Miss Sparkle, I have your results. Your main components are madness, humor, and a theatrical personality. Unfortunately, the proportions are badly imbalanced. But the silver lining is your mask has fallen off. She's free of...
And that's where everyone's misfortune began. None of the masks I've cast off ever had such strong opinions or...
She no longer needs to be corroded by your cancer of rationality. Now she can do anything that you wanted to do but didn't dare to do.
Ha! As if there's anything Miss Sparkle wouldn't dare to do.
For example, you don't dare wear any one mask for too long. Like a butterfly shedding old skin, you keep discarding every mask just so you won't be defined or bound by them. You're afraid to stop, to be stuck in some stereotype. You're afraid that one day you won't be... That's why you drew Miss Sparxie and became her online. As a dazzling mask, everyone confides in her. Everyone wants to be her. Everyone feeds her their clever ideas. You thought this would inject new life. But sadly, once the mask is on you, you become its accessory. People care only about the image the mask paints. No one cares about the you beneath. And that is why she came to life. Human recognition and desire will flow through the internet, providing nourishment for her to bloom. She'll become a bewitching flower, conforming to everyone's wishes, letting them wear her, become her. Stop? You mean treat? Yes? Cremate Sparkle. That's the best treatment I can prescribe.
And here I thought you had something clever. After all, there's only one radical cure for all suffering. Make oneself disappear.
Miss Sparkle, don't think I'm joking around with you. I only misbehave outside the tavern. But here, I am a doctor, without quotation marks. My treatment is real and effective. Generally, when a fool vanishes, their mask loses its power and becomes a dead thing. You're two sides of the same coin, after all. But as for Sparxie, I can't say for sure. During SparxieCon, she'll be worn by millions of ordinary people in plain Arcadia, feeding her with sustenance and strength. Go on, lie down on that bed and say goodbye to your friends. Press that button and the nurse will come wheel you away. There's a door in the tavern that absolutely positively leads to a still-burning star in Siduni Rama. The nurse will send you there and...
And if I say no?
Then I'll have to... be impolite. Miss Sparkle, nameless, the choice is yours. As for me, by the laughter above, I've got to catch the next ship out of this dump.
Hey! What's going on? Why am I pinned here?
The mask of the masked fool represents what you wish to become. You use it to focus your power. But the mask will... That's why you've been avoiding Sparxie all this time. She stole your strength. No wonder the fool at the bar joked, when a masked fool loses their mask, what remains is just a fool.
Yes. Every fool has at least one such mask. Not mere decoration, but a part of our destiny, crafted by our own hands. It might be a morning actor mask you took a liking to and stole from them. It might be a head accessory you personally sketched in a moment of inspiration. Or it might be something that one day fell from... To become a fool, one must experience at least one such instance of destiny. The moment of masking one's fate. Through the mask's eye holes, we gain a different perspective. Finally seeing how the universe is simply churning with endless jokes, and the absurd nature of our existence as living beings. The mask is who we want to be. And now, this imposter is more me than I am. Do it! Press the button. Call the nurse and cremate Miss Sparkle. At least then, the imposter will lose her power for a little while. You should be able to take her down easily, right? You're not actually going to press it?
Give us a moment. to hesitate, to think.
Waiting is torture, you know. You're not doing this on purpose to punish me, are you? Hey, gray hair! I knew it. Gray hair. You're still that same warm-hearted gray hair I know. Let me tell you something. While no one was looking, I already popped the battery out of the button. This was a test.
Since the fool made her choice, she must have a plan to reclaim the mask, right? If you dare say no, I'll press this button and let the orbital cannon cremate you for real. Your sticky little fingers aren't fast enough to steal this.
There's a way. There's always a way. Miss Sparkle will definitely take responsibility and work together with everyone to stop.
What's with this
Have we been watched the whole time?
Bravo!
That's hilarious! That's hilarious! So the audience watched our every move in that treatment? Is this a hospital or—
That's life for you. While there's life, there's judgment. In every unseen corner, countless judging eyes are watching, diagnosing.
I must admit, Fatal Joke is a fascinating place. Real shame?
Ignore the spectators. They're just here for laughs. They won't help and couldn't if they tried. You said you had a way to stop Sparxie.
I've got a few. Anti-Sparkle. I've always had this premonition that one day Miss Sparkle would become an unstoppable terror in this universe. Someone has to find a way. On a trip, I met a girl who shared my tastes. She had quite the knack to be a fool. In our battle of wits, she nearly turned me into sparkle paste using the local tumbleweed specialty. She also had a massive mech with beam cannons up the wazoo, ready to blast away. I quietly replicated those powerful goodies from my travels. I gotta say, I'm quite. You two, let's head to the storage area next. I've already contacted you.
Intel from the school?
The Furbo journalists couldn't find March or Mr. Yang, but they did spot Sparxie taking down the wave mural in the school.
Oh? That's noteworthy. Looks like Sparxie is busy making preparations too. Never mind her for now. Let's check out the fools.
This tavern is huge.
It's alright. I just wish there were more fun spots around here.
Wait, there are that many people under the dance floor?
Hey, Gio! What are you doing up there?
Working my tail off for you, tallying the losses. Wait, who'd you bring with? Oh, it's Miss Trailblazer. I knew you'd step into the tavern and become one of us someday. Those were the makings of masked fools.
You sure know quite a few fools.
Ah, and the lovely lady behind you. You must be Miss Himiko, navigator of the Express.
Mr. Giovanni, just call me Himeko.
Normally only fools may enter, but since Sparkle brought you, and you are practically an old friend, I can make an exception as the caretaker.
Gio, cut the spiel. Sampo says you recite that intro so often he's grown calluses on his ears. Want the fool's treasures, souvenirs, and prank gear? Come to the Grand Treasury Storage. They've stacked.
You stole my line again. Picked it up on a trip to another world. You've heard this phrase. I'll admit it's catchy. That's why I used it as a slogan. Storage area of
Business first. Did you see my pickup message I sent?
Your storage list is a total mess. You never leave any notes. If I hadn't been called to audit, who'd know how many surprises you got stashed away? Why don't you go in and look for your... As requested, I've linked the vault entrance to your...
Gio, did the imposter leave this behind?
How should I know? I've been doing inventory all the...
Hey, hey, gray hair. Huh? What's this?
Whoa! That's one massive stellar jade.
Kid, wake up! This rock is dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll smash it with one swing!
You got it! Smash every last one and bring them all back! Stellar jade is the perfect bait for catching the nameless. How generous of you. First time I've seen a thief steal something and leave something even more valuable. Isn't this exactly the type of phantom thief glare we masked fools adore? Remove a carefully cute... A jumbo-sized stellar jade is surely worth a jar of... And you stole my other prized piece. That worthless junk? Consider it a comp for Sparxie convenience. I'd like a little warm-up entertainment. Old model and the name... Game over! My anti-sparkle weapon has turned into a failed science project! Have some sunshine!
Embrace a new life.
Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies! You can't run!
May death protect us!
Gio! The security here is an absolute...
You're in no position to talk. Even the drinksmith here is a temp. Count yourself lucky I'm kind enough to help tally...
She didn't just steal my power and my collection! She completely destroyed Miss Sparkle's reputation!
A correction. Miss Sparkle's worst day...
Wanna make fun of me?
Don't get me wrong. I also don't think gear tumbleweeds and giant mechs would... I thought of a way just now that might suppress the mimetic contagion. You can fight fire with fire, but a mimetic virus can be scoured away.
What do you mean?
Our informant at the school reports Sparxie is removing the central mural. The imaginated mural, World Breaker Waves, is said to be a work left behind by Graphia herself. Legend says the wave comes from the Dove Brook river water she used to wash off her paint. I couldn't understand why Sparxie went to such lengths to tear it down. Now I do. Painting mistakes are redundant information that stain a painting. If someone knew how to harness this Dove Brook wave to wash over the school... Exactly. As a Graphia Academy alumna, I know a bit of traditional painting. Right now, our most directly affected...
Let's go! I'll make the...
Looks like our paths must part in haste. Oh, if any of you feel uncertain about what's next, here's a small suggestion. A quick prayer to the gods before battle. For us masked fools, that light orb holds the same significance as the Phantos moon hanging up deep within the orb. Everyone can find...
This doesn't look like where we came in.
Don't worry. I had old Geo open a shortcut.
Darn it.
They found something else at the school? We need to pick up the pace. Giovanni said we could find the divine revelations of the elation inside the light orb. Don't tell me this orb is another tavern room.
Bingo! Your intuition's spot on. It isn't just a light-polluting orb. Think of it as a shrine for fools. The youngsters only revoked the Laughter's right to enter the tavern. They don't reject things associated with them. Inside this light orb is a miracle tied to a ha. It responds to any fool who approaches. Let me show you something mind-blowing. Here we go. I said, open sesame! Open sesame! Sesame? Hooray! So in their eyes, I don't even count as a masked fool anymore! What a wonderful surprise! The imposter stole my identity too!
The good news is, at least one of us is still a masked fool.
Hey! That's way too harsh. I hate to admit it, but gray hair, it's opened for you. The light orb has acknowledged you.
So, this is the miracle you meant?
Yes. Among the masked fools, a myth is told. When the Master of Elation climbed the highest boughs of the Tree of Existence, they glimpsed the cold, abhorrent void. The stars turned like machinery, and all they gazed further, until they witnessed a newborn fall and cry as if wronged beyond measure. Then they burst out laughing. Many think the laughter that tore apart the tavern folks call this thing the echo of primordial laughter. It tore open a space. They say other tavern branches have this too, in multiple locations. No one knows how many there are, or what their existence means. When we shout into it, there's no echo. No one knows if this thing will keep widening and swallow the tavern whole. Either way, just stick your hand in there. It's said, at a turning point of destiny, a fool need only reach into the rift and grasp something. The tavern folks call it. No one knows what this thing will bring to those who seek it, fortune or otherwise. Hey, gray hair.
Billy, have mercy. In Billy's name, please don't hurt me. My hand. Is this?
Huh? What's this?
Laughter above, they really answered! But what's their deal giving you another mimetic virus?
Now I get it. Audiences infected with the Sparxie virus naturally won't be able to resist Sparxie. We'd end up like that soon after breaking into the school. But if we're already infected with another... And this banana serves exactly that purpose. The elation really has a twisted sense of humor, huh?
Who are you two? Haven't you heard the rule? Only one...
Who am I? Well, just a passing detective and his... Have I been asleep too long? Or has humanity sunk so low they don't...
Meanwhile, the ignorant criminals believed they had discovered a treasure that could change their destiny. Completely unopened.
Hey, Mr. Wren, cut the narration when it's time to fight.
Well, I gotta do something right.
Whatever floats your boat. Now, listen up, you three. Put that banana down and walk away. But if you try anything funny...
If you want to get to them, you'll have to get through these loops.
Are these folks really the Nameless? In all my years, I've never seen the Nameless dealing with mimetic virus.
The real deal. Just some nameless.
Mr. Wren, I've got to go after them. You won't be able to keep up with me. Just head home. I swear, I won't let the tragedy that happened to you repeat itself.
Oh, over here! This way! Run faster! You don't... Yo, sis! Just how many troublemakers did you people manage to tick off when you...
I swear, Miss Sparkle definitely hasn't gotten involved with something.
Thank you, Mr. Sampo. Now that we're all set, it's time to head to Graphia Academy for the rescue mission. Mr. Sampo, do you know which door in the tavern can...
You don't even need to ask.
Then lead the way.
สร้างเลย
Your thoughts tell me that you still have doubts about me. Did you ask to meet here so I could clear up some of your doubts?
Greetings, Lady Yao Guang.
Being able to hear others' thoughts anytime. This tuning ability sure comes in handy.
Compared to the seer strategist's ability to come and go as she pleases, this is nothing. I've heard that Xianzhou folks are big on etiquette, yet here I am, and you're still playing hide and seek, General. Isn't that a bit discourteous?
Sorry. I have this old problem of suddenly disappearing. It's really something beyond my control. As for the reason, I'm afraid I can't disclose it. Please forgive my rudeness. Or, if you're truly that curious, why not use your tuning and find out?
You know I won't do that. Besides, I couldn't even if I wanted to right now.
Couldn't?
At this moment, the crowd's thoughts are crashing over me like a tidal wave. I can't block out all this mental noise. Just keeping my own thoughts from getting tangled up in everyone else's is hard.
I see. So that's why. When you were speaking with Miss Himiko earlier, I accidentally intruded on your private conversation.
My tuning is spiraling out of control. This mask is distorting my abilities.
I see it differently. The loss of control is temporary. That mask is amplifying your power.
How is this possible? This tuning power is bestowed by the Harmony. How could the elation meddle with their authority?
Perhaps the elation simply poured more fuel into this divine authority? In my humble opinion, this mask binds the supplicant to all beings of plain Arcadia, drawing strength from those who share the same path here for your use. That's why you're hearing others' thoughts surge toward you like a tide. Your tuning is steadily expanding, and you've become the center of this melody.
You sure gave me quite the gift, General. But why would such a precious gift be placed on my face? I need an honest answer.
You want to know the reason? Didn't I explain?
Your reasons about me make sense, but what I really want is your answer, a general of the Yuchue who sees into the future. Why not wear the mask yourself and personally step into the fray with its power?
Words can deceive, but only tuning lays the truth bare. Mr. Sunday, why not use your enhanced tuning to feel the weight of that answer for yourself?
Well then, pardon my intrusion, Lady Yao Guang.
So this bird on my shoulder is the manifestation of the tuning's resonance?
Exactly. And these symbols I see floating above people's head would be the weal and woe signs you mentioned, General?
That's right. To become an Arbiter General, one must undergo 3 ceremonies. The Rainbow Ordainment, the Rainbow's Gaze, and the Bestowal of Spiritus. When I was appointed as the Yuchue's General, I was bestowed with the Rainbow Spiritus called Kala Chakra Sky Plume, which represents the vision of the hunt among the 7 aspects of the rainbow. Thanks to that, I gained the Eye of Ishvara, which allows me to read the flow of destiny. Since the day I arrived on this world, every person I've seen bore a crimson woe sign above their head, without exception. Within days at most, a catastrophic disaster.
So, That red glow rising from the edge of this.
The blazing light, formed by the convergence of all those.
In that case, General, it's all the more reason for you to wear the mask. Once your sight into the future is strengthened, you won't need to fear the deathly omen in your readings.
Mr. Sunday, have you heard the diviner's iron law? Never divine the same matter twice.
In Penacony, diviners also warn clients beforehand. You can't ask for another spread just because you dislike the result. There's a reason for that.
Divining the future is, in essence, a form of observation and calculation. It's an interference with the future. Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome. To be honest, when I set out for Plain Arcadia, I had fully intended to personally participate in the Phantom Moon Games. But the moment I laid hands on the mask, I understood the consequences of wearing it. Once this miraculous item is donned, the Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kala Chakra sky plume would predict the future of all beings at tens of...
You're saying that simply by your observation, our future would become fixed.
Indeed, just like how the Wisdom Walker expounded the way of destiny. And if I wore the mask, I would become the noose of Plain Arcadia, and I would personally anchor a destiny that drives us all into a bottomless darkness. We will become locked in a dead end, with not a shred of hope for self. Close one. I passed the trial. There's still a sliver of hope in this realm.
Now that makes me even more curious. Pardon my bluntness, but the fate of billions in Plain Arcadia never had much to do with you, General. Your encounter with the Express and the IPC was merely a chance. You are a messenger of the Xianzhou. Since you foresaw the omen, that an Arbiter General will fall here, you could have boarded your ship. Why choose to stay and help us? To help this world break free of this death trap?
Because... I am guided by great compassion. Every life is precious. Such diplomatic pleasantries won't fool the former master of Penacony like yourself. Then, how about this reason? The Astral Express has distinguished itself time and again against the destruction, and bears an irreplaceable duty for the future. I can't just sit idly and watch. Give me a break. I really am terrible at all this diplomatic talk. Mr. Sunday, what makes you think that everything I've done is just to save Plain Arcadia?
What?
Weal is where woe lurks. Woe is where weal leads. The good fortune of some often births the ill fate of others. And a dead end for someone may... This treacherous land where life and death turn again and again, where fortune flips to misfortune, is, in my eyes, the perfect board.
A game with whom?
With the gods. Mr. Sunday, have you heard of the Battle of the Fanghu 30 years ago?
I've heard rumors of that war, but not the details. General, are you suggesting Plain Arcadia is now facing dangers just as perilous as the Xianzhou Fanghu was back then?
You got that right. 30 years ago, the Abundance Axis broke our lines and invaded the Fanghu homeland. The abominations awakened a living demonic star, intending to sink the Xianzhou Fanghu with no other options. The Alliance staked everything on my junior Soar's plan to operate the astronomical observation device, the Cloud Peer Telescope. Whoever operated the Cloud Peer Telescope would not return.
So, your junior Sora.
You guessed wrong. The one who offered his life was my master, who taught me divination. It was Master Jingtian, then the Yuchui's Master Diviner, and the only high official authorized to operate that device. Going with him into certain death were Yueyu, the previous Yaoqing general who guarded the Cloud Peer Telescope. I was responsible for assessing the entire plan's feasibility and mending its gaps. I activated the Decalight reflection barrier, calculating and casting lots again and again. I watched as the starlight, representing countless possibilities, flickered within the reflections, faint, wavering, until the vast shadow of a pop. And in that moment, I understood that I had cemented my master and countless soldiers into an inescapable doom.
You sacrificed so many comrades just to ensure the enemy's fall?
To Penaconians, that must seem incredibly cruel, right?
As someone born in an era of peace, I have no right to judge. Perhaps the founders of Penacony could understand the necessity.
Cruel or not, it was my duty. And so I had to witness and remember their sacrifice. When I saw the Lux arrow descend, I realized the Xianzhou Alliance had actually directed an Eon's actions. This realization illuminated the mission of my remaining years. In this cold, merciless cosmos, when you're trapped in despair, we are not ants, helpless beneath the celestial spheres as we simply watch the stars turn. Instead, their trails were forged by us, who offered up a portion of our even beings as mighty as the Eons can be pulled by our will.
Is this what you want to do in plain Arcadia?
Indeed. I will seize those starlights of possibility I once buried with my own hands. Just like the Battle of the Fong Hu 30 years ago. An Arbiter General will fall, and an Eon. I will forge the destined death into wagers and game pieces, and invite the god who delights in meddling with destiny. This time, I will invite them into my calculations, to draw a great wheel for the cosmos' future. Mr. Sunday, surely you can understand this mad idea of mine, having once reached the divine throne of order yourself.
Our common ground goes far beyond mad ideas. But I was reviving a god who already lay dead and buried in the infinite dark. General, how can you be sure that the most capricious Eon would be led by your fancy?
Have you heard this myth about the elation? They say Ahab once climbed to the highest bough of the Tree of Existence. Gazing out, they saw stars turning coldly, like machines. And the meaning of everything yielded to nihility. Only the cry of a newborn made them burn. Mr. Sunday, answer me.
I think it's because they finally saw an audience arrive at this long, empty stage we call the universe.
Oh, well said. You're way funnier than you look. As divination teaches, heaven creates 49 paths. Humans find the one unseen. We are the greatest variable this blind, mindless universe can The universe and the gods set riddles for us, and we shall give them a surprise. An answer beyond the finality. Ah, looks like it's about time.
Don't tell me you're disappearing without a goodbye again.
No. This time, we will set our eyes on the same place and carve a sliver of possibility.
Could you be talking about the school where Himiko and the others went?
Yes. The crimson light there pierces the sky today, marking it as a locus of woe. The Arcadia's first calamity will erupt there.
I should have asked you to give them a few secret strategies before they left.
Forget it. The stuff in those pouches is all harmless banter anyway. We should let them off the hook.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Full Wish TV's special news segment, Arcadian Morning Report. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Smelly.
It's been 3 hours since our first supplicant, Miss Sparxie, announced her entry into the Phantom Moon Games.
How curious! Plain Arcadia's day-night cycle was completely scrambled in ancient times. Graphia Academy's located so in broad daylight. What?
Who knows? Maybe she'll blow the school sky high in a blaze of fireworks. After all, at the Phantom...
Hey, Senior, you can't joke about that. Dear.
According to the Department of Aberration Defense's staff...
In other words, 2 more supplicants...
Although none of them have publicly announced entry into the games yet, the altar's masks mean someone, somewhere, has quietly donned the As for the 2 masks, Department of Aberration Defense staff describe one as a
A raccoon mask, huh? Hard not to think of the Astro Express that just wielded nameless from the Astro Express join the Phantom Moon Games. I hear they've even invited them.
Will it be a miraculous show formed out of the collaboration between supplicant...
Countless streamers are already live.
Ah! Look, it's the nameless from the Astral Express.
One girl, 1,000 faces. 1,000 faces, one girl. Welcome to the dear lovely fans. Please be patient. SparxieCon is about...
This horror stream is about to end. Time for you all to log off. That woman has Miss Sparxie's face. What? My face?
Miss Sparxie's face alone is the greatest match. Everyone should listen to her sweet voice and gaze.
We shall become Miss...
We offer everything to Miss
Sparxico! Sparxico!
My eyes! I've seen something cursed.
The mimetic virus spread among people is way worse than we imagined. There are walking Sparxie shrooms growing on the ground. I bet we'll all end up with Sparxie.
Are we really using that? If we don't take down that imposter before the virus hits, we'll all be monkeys in the jungle.
Become a fake of a fake or a carefree monkey. Your call.
On second thought, being assimilated by an imposter doesn't sound that bad.
Enough talk. Eyes on the banana.
Ow! Man, a little warning before you stab...
Come on, banana.
Remember the plan we made?
Yes, we dig out the imaginated painting Sparxie hid, then use waves to give Graphia Academy a good But what if that imposter...
Just try to keep her busy and buy us some...
Let's... Welcome, dear guests. I've been waiting so long, my phone's about to die. Drop the act, my dear Mask. I shouldn't have called you an imposter. That was harsh of me. Come back to Mama's arms. It's not too late. If the Astral Express crew gets involved, they won't be pulling any punches. Of course I get it. Surrendering now would ruin the stage you so carefully set. Total buzzkill, right? So you still don't? The worst thing an actor should do is be tied down to one type of role. Standing before you. The loyal friend who's been by your side all along. The masked fool who never played any tricks. She is actually the old mask I have shed. I've been telling you all this time? She's just an old model.
No wonder the light orb in the tavern didn't react to Sparkle.
For real? That explanation is kinda awesome. Look at those expressions on your faces. This is the best opening act for Sparxicon ever! I shed that old mask, and with it, the weak, timid, all too human me. This new me will break free from all shackles, gather my fans' wish power, and stride onto the stage of the... In return for the wish power offered by everyone in the Arcadia, every supplicant must show them what elation truly means. We will demonstrate the elation we desire! There's no coercion involved anywhere in this. It's a simple yes or no, like scrolling to the bottom of the terms of service. Want attention, talent, quick cash, universal praise? Download the Sparxie virus. Ta-da! Click confirm, and isn't that exactly what they crave? Elation in 3 minutes flat, nameless. You're doomed to lose. You can't stop what people do.
We can't stop their desire. But in this stream, we'll show this Arcadia world another possibility.
What did you just say?
We'll show everyone watching the live stream the elation of the Astral Express.
You got another mask?
Before Sparxicon begins, the hero of the Express will defeat the villain who tried to spread the virus. And soon, the world will watch it happen live. In their hearts, they'll long for the Trailblaze too. You were never the only option for the audience, Sparxie.
You know why I can't stand heroic stories? You lot always wave the flag of justice. Then the elation has nothing to do with justice. And you haven't won yet. Ma'am, gray hair. Don't tell me you forgot the plan. I'll stall her. A long, long time. Come on, gray hair. Have a little faith in me. There's one thing I've always wondered. Who's the real Sparkle, and who's just a mask? Shouldn't the last one standing decide that? Then let's settle it right now. I'll make you the opening firework of Sparxicon.
Unbelievable! A girl who looks exactly like Miss Sparxie just rushed in
Sama
and
kayak
started throwing
AOD.
punches!
Enggak, sama kayak acting Senfield.
Could she be a high-grade lookalike rival? Looks like when it comes to top-tier V-Streamer wars, the fanciest fights are fought the old-fashioned.
Hey, friends! Over here!
Is that March's?
Over here! Mr. Yang and I are in the art...
While Sparkle keeps her busy, let's regroup with March.
Kocak.
Move this platform, and you should be able to get up.
Miss Himeko! Oh, you're finally...
March, I'm just so happy.
After she escaped the school, I figured she'd bring you back. So while Sparxie was away, I found the students around here have been acting weirder and weirder. Good thing my heart is pure. Hold up. Were you two just talking with some weird... What? You actually used that Penaconian mimetic virus to counter Sparxie's influence? I don't care if the Express turns into a Sparxie train or a monkey train.
What about Welt? Is he all right?
Mr. Yang, it's our friends. Come on.
You look perfectly normal, though. So that Professor...
As expected from...
We might have a lead on the other two painting pieces. Have you seen... Furbo?
You mean...
We sent a local reporter into the school, but his luck turned sour now. Before he was taken away, he managed to take a photo of the library. I want to check it out with her.
What about me and Mr. Yang? Now that we have a lead, no way we'll just sit...
That's the plan. Let us know right away if you...
Himeko, where's the library?
I know the way. I just hope they haven't renovated the academy in the past 15 years.
The Express crew is here!
Please follow my live stream tip.
Please give Miss Sparxie lots of likes!
The library's just up ahead. Finally, I can get away from all these... We're here, Bana.
But I don't see any waves or...
Where could it be?
Miss Sparxie herself ordered us to go.
Hey, get that stream running.
Ugh, kids these days. They ignore their studies as an alum of Graphia Academy. It's my duty, as tradition dictates, to... Hey, juniors, ready to roll?
This is big. We can do it! We can do anything!
You can't run!
Wilt here.
Don't be have some sunshine!
With enough believers, lies become reality!
Gotcha! So leave it with...
As we've written, found me.
As you wish. could they be hiding the...
After all, it's an image nana'd thing. Once sealed in a scroll or... Oh, right. Let's check out that photo Nana the reporter left us. Maybe we can...
Where are we now?
This place looks just like any other. So this is where they stashed the wave. Did you hear some?
I think I heard someone.
Something's not right. July 22nd. 1984?
Senior? You're back!
Belle?
And you are?
But... how is this...
It really is you! You look so different. We almost didn't recognize you. Still, that dashing aura of yours simply can't be obscured. And so many of us.
I'm so sorry. I was gone too long. It's unforgivable.
You apologizing so seriously? That's not...
Yeah. After all this time, the least I can do is smile. But... all of you are already dead.
Himiko, these students...
They're the shadows cast by my past regrets. Young lives buried here by...
What?
Oh no, Senior, he's...
Wait, what did you...
Everyone, hide! We mustn't let that monster find us! Run, Senior! The Herald of Death is back! Belle!
We've got the wave now. Time to You can't save them. They're already ghosts. It wasn't Sparxie who attacked them. And they didn't die in the present. But during a certain twilight 15 years ago. However, this definitely isn't some kind of time. Someone created this space for unknown reasons, only to reenact before an eyewitness. That's right. But that has nothing to do with the enemy we're facing right now. I know you have a lot of questions now. But we'll have time to talk about all this in detail after we deal with Sparxie. Come on. It's time for us to meet up with Welt. He just messaged and said he and March found the missing Furbonana reporter, Bana, and the final landscape.
got here in time. Or you beep boop.
This Furbo... President, you're here! You're gonna give this Furbo some hazard pay.
Wispe called emotes.
Sparxie must have given the moon to one of the emotes to look at.
She really went all out, didn't she? The whole gym's full of moons. Now what?
It's Sparkle or Sparxie. Both are All right, everyone. Let's round up these emotes and...
That sneaky laugh. It probably does know where the moon...
Deja vu.
The gym. I've missed this. There was a time when I really envied those classmates who could sprint across the field, giving it their all.
Too? Oh, don't tell me Himeko was the quiet type who stayed far away from the gym back in school.
Not quite. I'd already graduated by the time I started feeling this way. Due to some circumstances, I went back to my father's school to work. one good jump, and we should be able to reach that emoji.
Miss Sparxie gave it to me to guard! You can't have it! All right, time to settle the score.
Since Sparxie dared to target the Astral Express, treating us like stepping nanostones in the Phantasmoon games, she had better be ready to become. She and I will head to the atrium next, piece the imaginated landscape back together, and help. Welt, March, I'm counting on you to protect the students at the Academy. Dovebrook's waves should suppress the mimetic contamination they're experiencing. This time, I truly hope no innocent people get hurt during—
Don't worry, Miss Himeko. You better give that girl a taste of her own medicine.
What does everyone think? Well, the name. Let's cheer for Miss Sparxie!
Who will emerge victorious? Miss Sparxie or the Astral Express?
Sparkle and Sparxie are gone. And the student—
If you think you've got this in the bag, you're in for a rude up. Sparxicon hasn't even stepped.
Time for your Sparxicon grand finale! Because I, the nameless of the Astral Express, will challenge you as a fellow supplicant and crush your elation.
Challenge me? I'd love to fight.
Hurry up and put the scenery pieces together.
That annoying old model has already fallen asleep. Soon, there will only be one sparkle in the world. Or maybe everyone will be one. Don't attack during my transformation! Despicable! Too bad. The options has all arrived. I'll hereby declare the first battle of the Phantasmoon Supplicant has commenced! Put out the sky full of Sparxie! Wish power will convert here!
We can do it!
See sunshine! Name this. Dispel the gloom! Restore the skies!
Found me!
Don't fight so I can leave early.
I'll take it on!
Trust me, we can do anything!
You can't run! Cyberbullying me!
Please cheer root here. Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Like a shadow voice!
me to.
As you wish. Okay. That's it. Guiding the Rainbow Bridge. As we've written, found me. Please cherish this little tear. Embrace a new life. May death protect us! Still hanging on? Did everyone really take good care of Sparxie? Nameless surpassed my popularity!
I'm on it.
Mimi? You can't run! Future, so leave it with me. I shall remember this one. Spider Bully! As you wish.
Trust me. We can do anything!
May dispel the gloom, destroy the sky. I shall remember this one. Shadow voice. Embrace a new life. Return to dust. Please check darkness with me. Cyber Bully. May death protect us. Cyber Bully. Guide the Rainbow Bridge. Have some sunshine. Found me. Okay. That's it. As we've written, don't fight so I can leave early. Come to me. You can't run. So leave it with me. Cyber Bully. Root here. Embrace a new life. May death protect us. That's it.
Not a bad idea.
I'll take it on. Everybody, let's drown her in our spit. Defend me, Spike.
Trust me. We can do anything!
Found me. As you wish. Are cubed with enough believers. Lies become reality. Yes. Have some sunshine. That feels way better. Destroy the skies.
Break's over.
Not everyone wants to be you. I'll show them my elation.
Sparxie isn't over yet.
Stop her! She's trying to escape into the crowd!
No need to panic, you two. Sunday will share my vision with you. Let my eye of Ishvara see through it all. Weal and woe, clear as day. I see where the culprit is. On you.
Are you okay?
Where did everyone go?
Look over here.
General Yao Guang? Am I seeing things?
We're just attuned to each other, that's all. Feeling dizzy? Don't worry, it's just a minor side effect. When I first opened my eyes, I couldn't even conduct basic self-care for nearly a month. Don't worry though. With my reinforcement, you'll be back to...
Thank you, General. By the way, above your...
Can you see the sign above my head? So, whether it brings weal or woe, whether it changes or not, please keep this secret safe from me. Don't let me know, and don't let anyone else, okay? I'm afraid not. As an observer, your gaze reaches far deeper than his. In that fleeting moment, your eyes gained insight into my destiny. For those who wish to defy their own destiny, the best approach is to avoid gazing too long into fate, especially not letting powerful observers do so. Now that you know the reason, surely you'll do me this small favor and keep this secret? Thanks. And of course, be careful not to let it slip. I'll tell everyone all about your true identity. You're a former Stellaron hunter, aren't you? Oh, just imagine the chain reaction that would cause. I don't even want to think about it. Doesn't this feel like the opening scene of a comedy? Two people who barely know each other, yet they're keeping each other's destiny a secret. I guess you could say we're now partners in fate. No surprise there. After all, both comedy and fortune-telling thrive on unexpected twists and turns. All right, looks like the side effects have worn off.
And you? Are you okay?
What just happened?
I was so confused. I couldn't see a thing.
I saw everything. The Nameless from the Express smashed Sparxie right into the wall with one...
That was such an epic fight, as expected from a cosmic...
Looks like the students have all recovered from the contamination.
Did they recover?
When she absorbed me, I thought it was all over. Thankfully, gray hair, you won this one. Who knows? But come on, I'm totally adding this to Miss Sparkle's 132 origin story. Maybe we're all just masks that someone else has shed. The tavern? They might kick up a fuss about Sparxie's defeat for a few days, but trust me, give it a couple days and the tavern will act like none of it ever happened. If I really am a mask, then naturally I should return to my wearer's face. But if I'm not, then maybe I need to reclaim the mask I've lost.
I understand. Sparxie probably didn't expect that the first miracle of the Phantasmoon games wouldn't be everyone becomes her, but the Express hero defeat compared to a streamer reflecting people's desires. The fearless trailblazer of the Astral Express is more of an attention grabber. Show mercy. Or don't. No, I'm just kidding. Lower your bat. The audience in this Arcadia doesn't go easy on losers at the games. She'll lose her wish power soon enough, and the Sparxie virus will fizzle out. You can hand her over to the Department of Aberration Defense for imprisonment, or set her free. As a supplicant who's become the focus of all,
So, Victor, Here to claim your prize? Very well. So what'll it be? Gonna hand me off to the Department of Aberration Defense? Lock me up as a hardened criminal? But knowing you, or maybe you want to take away my streaming account as punishment. I'll live stream 24/7 and see... Alright! Let what belongs to the Graphia family return to the Graphia family. But don't let this little win get to your head. You've still got a long, long way to go before we can keep working together. Better to have a friend at the Phantom Moon Games. What? No parting words? How do you like this ending, Sparxicle? Old model. You and your powerful supporters won this one. I've got no comeback. As a mask. What do you plan to do with your original? Who's the mask and who's the original? Shouldn't that be decided by the one left standing? Your plan is finished. Your elation has been eliminated. That elation isn't mine. It's the elation everyone chose. And besides, wasn't it your idea in the first place? What? You told me to leave you behind. You also told me to take the idea and its relevant memories and go chase my dream. That's totally something Miss Sparkle would do. How do you like this ending, Spark? How does that joke go again? Take the mask from a masked fool, and what's left? But take the fool out of a masked fool, and all that's left is the mask. Come on, Sparkle. Time to end this little charade. No show is complete without a curtain call. Ladies and gentlemen, are you having a friendly reminder from Miss Sparkle? Don't underestimate the Phantom Moon Games. You won't get another opening act as...
Sparxie! No. Sparkle? Which one is...
Perhaps it was just a masked fool, playing a harmless trick under the watchful... Or maybe... she just wanted to remind us that the elation in plain Arcadia has become... In any case, everything here has come to an end. Indeed. I want to investigate and find out who exactly created that place. Let me know when you're ready to head out. This place... it's like nothing ever happened. The ghosts are... 15 years ago, during the last Phantom Moon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win was to show the people a magnificent miracle. And then I'd have an audience. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to obtain everyone's wish power. On July 22nd, year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, a supplicant harboring immense malice stepped into Graphia. He slaughtered 22 students who had stayed behind after school. Then went on to Dovebrook District, where 146 innocent civilians were either killed or wounded. That killer moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark. The Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him
It was a tragedy the world could not forget. The Phantom Moon Games of that year came to be remembered as the blood-stained. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himeko. Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean of Graphia Academy. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly?
15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantasmoon Games, my father wasn't with me. Even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death, my father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air and... So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
Welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report.
The SparxieCon hosted by Supplicant Sparxie came to an abrupt end less than an hour.
Under the watchful eyes of the entire network, the Nameless from the Astral Express went unbelievable. I used to think all of the Trailblazers fight scenes in director Rekka's latest film, Holy Grail Stay Night, were just special effects.
We'll continue following the Astral...
Breaking around 4 p.m. today, the Security Bureau uncovered multiple corpses at the Sinwish Syndicate's headquarters. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, Lyndon Scott.
Lyndon Scott, age 34. Field operative in the Strategic Investment Department. Ring any bells, Mr. Ashvin?
Never heard of him. What was someone from the IPC doing here?
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came to negotiate for the Phantasmoon Games and got caught in the... Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr. Ashvin.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up.
Initial assessment, 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with second-in-command Costide.
Costide.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss. Exact cause of death still pending further autopsy.
These stylized handprints. We both know what they... Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used that as their calling card. The Herald of Death is back.
Your suspicion isn't without merit. But that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Was the execution broadcast to the public? Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire game?
You've heard the rule, haven't you? No one can enter the Phantasmoon Games twice. So let me give you a piece of advice. Don't let rage gnaw away at your reason. The case's info is in the dossier. Get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense isn't paying us to...
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest. And not even when he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask. The grim premonitions...
Mr. N, he's no longer... Now he's just a body. Another nameless, casual. People only care about the stars twinkling above. About the epic tales of the... Compared to all that, Who would mourn a small-time thug?
What should we do next?
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Ashvale, if you're calling now, may I assume
You are right, Miss. I'll join the games, assuming you still need me.
my offer still stands just like 15 years ago? The same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon games are spiraling out of control again. Mr. Ashvale,
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
today, 33 citizens of Plain Arcadia and 1 IPC colleague perished under mysterious circumstances. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the short list?
This is a game shaped by the most capricious Eon. Surprises and twists are its very nature. It's only right I choose the strong. Even so, I have to ask, what makes you so sure that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Phantasmoon games, instead of tossing you into an IPC cell?
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us Stellaron hunters. Changed your minds already? You suits sure turn faster than a page in a paperback. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us.
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how do you plan to earn my
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know what you've been working on. Tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most feared player in all of Punk Lord?
Some say she's an emanator of elation, while others say she enters the Dark Zone, created by Mythos. She caused Punk Lord's data meltdown, and infected IPC branches in 28 segmenta. Most information about Zero is half true, half false, much like the rumors surrounding you Stellaron hunters. But one thing is certain. Zero suffered a major...
It's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and imagenesis stem from the same technological source.
I know. I've studied it.
How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash grab game Ethereum Wars. Of course, you'd know all of it, but you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The fleeting, ever-changing power of the elation. Zero once tampered with a parameter of reality, creating an independent realm that belonged
just like Graphia. Are you willing to trade the secrets of imagenesis?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying. I've heard that those who join the Stellaron hunters have long since abandoned.
Who knows? You're in the Arcadia of elation. Wouldn't it be a waste not to...
Deal, ether hacker. And to seal it with confidence, let me show you a little...
hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating, well, so didn't I took one of your data slices. This will help us have a more...
How did...
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Skrulum. I even logged into all 76 of those band. I scattered just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff out, leading you to the Ashen Detective. I even let you stroll through my collection room, Miss Silverwolf. A word of advice.
Don't treat that mask like some 10 stone hearts investment. And just think of this deal as something private. Between you and me.
Akun.
What the heck? I just blinked and suddenly half the supplicants are wearing masks? I was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf? How many more mystery guests are crashing the stage? And this thing? When did it sneak in? In the end, everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare exception. Your first battle wasn't bad for a greenhorn protagonist. Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe one of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my dreams. Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantasmoon Games really caught me by surprise.
Why don't those people in the Go Home Club...